Hi everyone, is Parul here, your usual host, life and leadership coach, and today I have a special guest. And you can see we are not twins, but we end up having same color. The color of red. I know color of red is my favorite as well, and I can see Aurora wearing it. So today I have got Aurora joining from all the way from Canary Island, which is much better weather than the UK. We still have cold, even though it's end of April. But Aurora is living her life with the great weather there. Yeah. So let me welcome on board, Aurora, and thank
Thank
you
you
for
so much.
giving us your time to talk about a great subject that is important to every single person's life. We can't live without it. Okay, so a bit about Aurora. So Aurora is a faith-based management coach, optimizing time management from an eternal perspective, helping others find the red thread of their purpose in their life so they can focus on working on what matters most. For those who care about leaving a legacy and radically change their life to pursue their purpose, she uses her knowledge in software technology to shortcut the path and save their precious time through organizing their virtual workspace, planning the necessary changes, and executing that plan. She's an international speaker, course creator, author of Make Your Life Matter, best-selling Amazon Kindle book. So, I just found out your book name today, or I think you talked about it before. Now, what does it mean, make your time matter?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. It's a big privilege, and I'm really glad that we are wearing both red. As you see, the cover of my book is also red. Red is for me. It means important. Stop. Take heed. This is an important subject. So for me, time it's a very important subject. And what does it mean? It's actually a word game. It's a matter. It's like matter, something you can grab on, and you can in your time create something that others can uh, touch, smell, see, and hear about. Some to leave a legacy, and also um, to have your time in such a way organized that your purpose is fulfilled, because I believe that everyone is born on this earth with a purpose, even if we're not conscious of it. And I would say most of the time our environment, our parents, our schools, and they are just like um, chipping away at this conviction that I have a purpose, because we are looking on the material things, but we forget that there is also an unseen world, which is probably more important than what we see. So
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so why decided to name what, make your time matter, kind of like, and why is important?
well, I think it's I see humanity like an orchestra. Imagine an orchestra. There is a conductor, and every instrument plays its part. But if an instrument is not present, or an instrument plays a different part, or just it's like it's not in harmony. And I think uh, there is, like, this is my philosophy. I had it since I was a child, that we are born here and we have a part to play. My mother was saying that we are like on a stage, and the actors come in, play their part, and go away. I say we are on a journey, and it's like a train that goes through the time. And at certain stations, people get in, do their part, and then get out. So we have it's a bigger purpose, which is beyond our own life, our own time life. And if we are very careful, we are born actually with this desire to do something special. Like when people are asked at 5 years old, what do you want to be? I mean, the main things is like a firefighter or policeman or astronaut, But some people really know what they want, and and some very few are allowed to pursue that. Like I wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to be a teacher, and my mom was like no. And then I wanted to be an author, and my mom was like no. And it was a very long time until I just said, you know what, I will just do that. Let's see what happens. So this book came out just like that because I decided to do what I thought I'm born for, and in a sense, this is the very first thing that had to come out to explain everybody we have a purpose and we have a limited time to fulfill that purpose. We don't have time to play games, and I do believe that we are left to live as long as we need to realize our purpose and to do it, you know. And some
Absolutely.
people die young because they did it and they
Hmm.
they just fulfill their purpose and that's it. And there is nothing else for them to do. And other people live really long time because they still didn't finish their purpose. So it's everything from this perspective, everything falls into place.
Absolutely. Important point you raise is living with a purpose.
Yes.
And lots of people die with a purpose because they never fulfill it by is knowing and utilizing the time, how we
Hmm.
how we utilize the time. Now, when should we start with making changes?
As soon as you realize that there is something else. I mean, if you're unhappy in the situation where you're in at your job, if you have conflict in your heart, if you feel that you are not fulfilled, then it's time to ask questions like what is really your purpose. And in the book I mentioned some tests. They're very good tests to do to find out where you are in life and what is your purpose really. Like what is your design? Because each of us are born with a design. Each of us are born with a certain talent, you know. Like some people are very good in math, some people are very good in writing, and it's so we are so different. And in the school, especially in the school, we are just those who are not good in mental activities and more better in sports. They're not doing well, and they think they are just useless. But it's not true. You know, everyone has their gifts and their talents, and they are there for a purpose. And this is what I said also in the beginning. The world is really trying hard to kill that in us and to convince us that we are wrong. We are in the wrong place. We have the wrong gifts. But no, if you really go back to the roots of your desire of what's in your heart, then you will see that that has a purpose. And even if you have a sickness, I just spoke with a friend. She said, some people are getting healed miraculously, others just keep being sick. But maybe that's the purpose. And one person who is in the wheelchair, she said, if she wouldn't have the accident and be in a wheelchair, she would have never be able to fulfill her purpose because this
That's true.
she would have been so distracted, and this is what she needed to have the purpose fulfilled. And she has a great purpose. She's encouraging and helping other people who are also in wheelchairs and maybe suffering and being depressed. So I think every single thing, it's just perfect if you are understand that your time is there to fulfill a certain purpose.
Absolutely great. Since you're talking about your book and what you got, can you just share a couple of points about, you wrote on your book about purpose. You said, people need to look at why they are here for, like, can you give some top tips, maybe a couple of points from your book?
Yes, well, I just said, as I said, there are some tests you can take, and then you see where you're at. And also, if you there is this also a questionnaire of 10 questions, which help you understand what is your personal makeup and what is your personal uh, um, desire to fulfill in this life. Like I was like, I have to write these books, I have to speak, I have to teach. I just could not. Since I can write, I'm writing all the time. I didn't publish everything, but I can't stop writing. It's a Even if I say okay, I will not write anymore, after a while I have to write, and it's in me. So this is the thing which I want to uh, I started underlining in the beginning of the book, and after that I went through uh, practical tips how to manage your time better, so you reserve the time to work on your purpose, you know. And also I how to deal with distractions. I use the four quadrants principle from Stephen Covey. That means there are urgent things and important, which have to be done, because otherwise it's not going to go forward your life. You know, like you have to eat, you have to sleep. There are important things which are not urgent, which you can plan. Like you can plan the maintenance of your car, and don't wait until it breaks down, because then it's urgent and important and it has to be done immediately. And but there are things also. There are two quadrants which are not actually. You shouldn't be working with those. There are the other people who put on you things to do and use up your time, which actually you should not. If it's not aligned with your purpose, you should not even take on. And this is where many people are just like lost, because they cannot discern, like, why I should not do this. Even as a woman, like I grew up, like, you have to, as a woman, you have to clean, you have to cook, you have to raise the children. And I realized, well, if it's not uh, supporting my purpose, I can also delegate it. There are certain people who really have a gift and an amazing talent, and actually there's also their purpose to help and to clean houses. I had a friend. She was like cleaning so well and so quick. Like, why should I do something which somebody else does much better? And that's also these things which are important, but absolutely not like they are urgent to do, because cleaning houses is urgent, but it's not important for you, for your purpose. And then there's another quadrant, the distractions. Like when you're overwhelmed, when you're stressed out, what do? You go on your phone and you are lost on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and that is something which also takes away from your time, and which you can use to do your purpose. So I give these ideas how to deal with these distractions, these must-haves, the traditions of the
Mhm.
families, the expectation of the society, and but first you have to be really, really clear and be really defined on why you have to clear out your schedule, and I use always balloons, but I have now here this little things, this little
The
component.
props, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So just think about how many can you hold in your hand, like how
Hmm.
many fit in your hand? Not too many. I have little hands. For me, it doesn't fit many, but it's really like that, how much fits in your life before you are getting stressed and burnt out, So that these are the tips which I give in the second part of the book. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you. I think our audience got quite a lot of information about the book, and we'll share the link as well. Okay, so Aurora, who is this important for? Who you aim this book for? Who this this subject matter? Who is this for?
Well, I wrote it for women, for busy women, because actually I wrote it for me, for myself. Because I did go through I'm very good in time management. I am very good in organizing. When I was a single, I was doing job, I was studying university, I was teaching children, I was doing all these things. It was so great. But then I married, and then it got so stressful because in a very short time I was married, I was working on a relationship, I was mother, I had a stepdaughter who was a teenager, and I did work with teenagers, but not so like in that somebody's in my house, you know. So it's a different thing. And it was like so overwhelming. And on top of it, my father got sick with Alzheimer, and I had to care for him. So it was really, really overwhelming. And I just realized so many women are so overwhelmed and on brink of burnout. So this is why I wrote the book for these women, the mothers, the wives, the partners, those who are just like taking on so much and just get drowned in the things. And also in the in the last part of the book, I wrote how I saved myself in a sense. I took uh, just in the time when I thought I need actually 8 days in a week, not 7. I just decided to take one day off. Like only be there for everybody for 6 days and one day just for myself. And that's when I realized others, when I'm not there, step up and they can exercise their own talents. So you don't have to be all the time there as a woman.
Absolutely. I think you raised an important point, Aurora. I think as a woman, traditionally, regardless of which which religion, which culture, which country you come from, as a woman, automatically we get put into place without us knowing it, because we got the children, we got husband, we got in-laws, or we got parents. We take the responsibility automatically
Yes,
because we are so caring nature. But we
yes,
forget about ourselves. So that taking that day off just to
right,
be yourself, indulge on
exactly.
a self-care is so important, because we often forget that we if we don't take care of ourselves, who's going to take care of us? And
Yes.
if we don't take care of ourselves, how are we going to look after everybody around us that we really want to look after?
Yes, we cannot. We don't have any more energy, you know, we don't have the strength and the power to encourage to give to give because if you only give and we never fill up, it's like
Absolutely.
you can I have a cup here, it's empty.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
cannot pour out of a empty cup. It's empty.
Mhm.
It's nothing
Yeah,
coming out, you know.
yeah, yeah.
And it's so important that we understand that we need to feel ourselves. We need to find our the to go back to the red thread. That's why also red, you know, to the to the to the place where I know this is me. I need to read my books. I need to write my books. I need this. This is me. Maybe somebody else needs to go on a hike or do their sports. You know, every single person has a different need and different uh, disposition and different design, as I said, and also different purpose. And you need to care for this purpose also. You know, and maybe that's the most important on your agenda. That should be the most important because the children grow up and go away, you know. The partner maybe stays, maybe goes away, maybe dies. Like, you know, it's since I'm married, it's now 18 years. My daughter moved out, my husband died. My father also died a long time ago. It's like I don't need that concentration of schedule anymore, you know. So times in life change, but if I wouldn't have done that in that crisis time, this day off, this nurturing of my own soul, I wouldn't have survived. you know.
Absolutely nurturing our own soul. Great point, Aurora. Now I know you probably mentioned some of this, but I'm going to ask my last question is how
Okay.
can we be sure we're living in our purpose and not wasting any time?
Well, as I said, you need to be clear in your heart, and when you know that this is your purpose, it's you have a peace. I cannot explain. You know, it's just like it's like they say, you know that you know. You know, it's very vague. But if you're searching for the purpose, you know, if you're going and searching for what are you born for, and look the things which in your look back in your life, like what is the thing which you repeatedly done again. Like I said I was, as a child, I wanted to be a teacher and I wanted to be a writer, and my mother did not let me do that. I had to become a software engineer, and I had to work in a company, you know. But time and time again, I found always time to write and teach. Like it's like it was like automatic. I was how you call it, uh, orbitating toward teaching or writing. And this is what you have to find out in your own life. What did you do time and time again, extra, like not what you were supposed to do, but outside of that, which was giving you energy, and also fulfilling you, filling you with joy. Like I remember when I had to stop teaching children, I was so sad because I had this so much to do in my own family. But it was this thing which fills you with joy and gives you peace. And when you do it, you are energized. That is, then you're in your purpose. You get into flow. You know, I spoke also about the flow in the book. Like this, is how you recognize you are in your purpose. And this can be as simple as being a good cook or being a good cleaner. It doesn't have to be something elevated academically or triple doctor or whatever, you know. It can be as simple as that. Like a purpose, you know, it is can be very simple. Something which you do with so much ease and so much joy, and you bless others, and others are really enriched by what you did, you know. And I think this is how you really know that you're in your purpose.
Absolutely. Great point, Aurora. And now I'll be downloading one of those Kindle version. How people can get hold of your book?
As I said, it's on Amazon Kindle. You can look for the title and also my name. At the moment, it's the only book on Kindle, but the others will come. This is I want to make this a series of Make Your, and then another title, like make the things in your life matter, you know, and
Oh, thanks
also
for the hint. That's okay. So you're gonna make a series, so we need to watch out for those.
yes, you have to reach out for those.
Okay.
I will let everybody know when they're coming out. Yes,
So
and
if okay, we'll put the audience. We'll put the link of Amazon link below this video. So Aurora, if people want to stay connected with you, get in touch, can you tell us your website, Instagram, LinkedIn details? What's your tag names?
yes, you can find me on LinkedIn, on Instagram. I am also on Facebook, but not so active. I am posting some things, but I'm mostly active on Instagram and LinkedIn.
And what's
And
the
you can
name
find
of
me there.
Instagram page?
Resilient Mom.
Okay, and your
I will
LinkedIn?
give you the link. And
Yeah.
on LinkedIn, it's my name, Aurora Guzbeth.
Elizabeth, yeah.
Yes, yes.
So we'll put all the details below the video. I just wanted to Aurora to tell us so that people can hear as well. So
Okay.
Aurora, thank you very much for your time and telling us a bit more about your book. And now people go a bit about the book as well. So I just want to sum up. Just want to say, is there anything, any final thought you want to leave with our audience today?
Well, final thought. It's what um I forgot now the name of who said it, but he said don't die with a song in you. Make sure that you find your purpose and you live it, even for one day. It's important.
Yeah, I saw your
That's
quote.
why that's why you're on this earth.
Absolutely, absolutely. So everyone, you heard from Aurora, and also you heard the resource, great resource that she have in this book, and his Kindle version. Kindle is normally really, really cheap. So why not? I got Kindle on my phone. To be honest, for me, is convenient because I can read wherever I go. I'm out and about traveling by train. I can just read on my phone. So I prefer electronic version than sometimes I
Yes,
read hard copy, but you don't have to worry about storage. You don't have to worry about bookshelves. You
right.
can
And
just
also environment, like
yeah,
trees are
environment.
dying for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Also, I think if you have a Kindle, um, uh, the subscription, it's for free.
Oh, is it free? Oh, so I could get it free
With
then.
a Kindle subscription, I think
I
it's
got
free.
yeah,
Yes.
I've got Kindle subscription. Yeah, so you heard from Aurora. So if you got Kindle subscription, you could get free, but also Kindle version normally is quite cheap as well.
Yes.
So do download Make Your Time Matter book. You'll find a lot of resources. I also want to say that there has been a lot of videos in this my YouTube channel, and yesterday I found out I had over 3.8 thousand people who watched all the videos. So there is lots of resources, including auroras and other great topics and great presenters who talked about different subject that really matter, everyday subject really. So do subscribe, share, and like our video because you never know when you share, you could be helping somebody who really need that subject. So please do share it and subscribe it because when you subscribe, you get alert of the next video. And as Aurora said, this is going to be a series. So I'm definitely going to be interviewing Aurora on her next series when that comes up. So at least I've got the hint, advance hint. So I'll be putting time on Aurora's diary. So when she releases her next one, we'll bring her in and we can hear a bit more about it. So thank you very much, Aurora, and thank you everyone watching. So please do like and share our videos. And bye for today and stay tuned for the next video.